And we continue our conversation with Ashwaubenon Village President Mary Kardoskee and Village Manager Allison Swanson. Getting back just a little bit to the new Booyah, the baseball team. How about traffic flow, infrastructure? Have you made accommodations for that? You're going to get a lot of traffic in that area.
Yeah, we're working on doing some utility work on Holmgren Way right now, and we're working to move some of our utilities to create some more cut-ins to get into the area. So, yeah,
we're used to traffic. We have Lambeau Field. We surround it on three sides, so we're used to a little bit higher traffic volumes on some days of the year.
You're no strangers to traffic.
But I think it's a big push towards being a more urbanized area. Certainly, we're counting on people, you know, more on-street parking and more walking, and trying to look at other ways in which people can use trolleys or buses or bike and other modes of transportation to make it a little more user-friendly. And certainly with more development happening nearby, we certainly expect to see a lot of people living nearby as just walking to the ballpark as part of their routine for the summer.
Let me turn to some of the housing that you were talking about, the major apartment complexes just finishing up. What did research tell you that you needed in Ashwaubenon?
Well, there was a market research done a couple of years ago that showed that there was a pent-up demand in Ashwaubenon for 600 apartment units by 2020.
Really?
So
where were these people coming from?
Well, a lot of them are people that want to sell their home. They don't want to live in a home anymore. They don't want the responsibility, which opens up the homes for younger families with younger children for our school district. A lot of homes in Ashwaubenon stay on the market very short period of time and they're sold. So the housing is strong in Ashwaubenon. So there's a lot of people that want to see the apartments, and so that's why we have all those apartments going up. And you know, we have downtown Green Bay has added jobs down there, and a lot of people don't maybe want to live down in downtown Green Bay, so they want to live out a little bit. We've got the Titletown Tech building, so there's a demand for them out there.
The other complex we were looking at earlier, the MANSEAU flats. What's the appeal of that building? I take it each project has its own unique little niche. What's the flats appeal?
Actually, it has very beautiful views of the river going upstream, but I think a lot of people aren't really sure what it's like when it's living that close to the highway, but it's actually really cool to see. You can see under the bridge, some units can see over the top of the bridge, and it's really kind of a cool urban look to it. And it's not noisy. They've done special techniques in terms of the construction to keep things very, very quiet. So you really, once you're in the building, you would never know that exactly where you are. But yeah, the views from, you can actually see the top of Lambeau Field from it. And so it's really cool. You can see all aspects of the community from there.
And then we have the, over at William Charles Court and Marvell Lane, the Element Apartments. What's that going to be like?
The Element Apartments is the first building going up right now is 78 units, I believe.
Okay.
They have underground parking. Again, you know, we're going up because there's a demand and we don't have a lot of land. So we have to go up, and again, views of everybody loves views of Lambeau Field. So we got a lot of views of Lambeau Field from that project, and so,
yeah. The expectation is that around these Element Apartments, there's going to be an opportunity for expansion, and maybe in phases. What might happen around that apartment complex?
Well, the first building is going up. They're going to be starting the second building. There's plans that they could go up to 5 buildings. We have, you know, everybody knows Sammy's Pizza. Sammy's Pizza is right on that corner.
Right.
They've been there for a number of years. There's a lot of interest in different buildings that are vacant or not vacant, but somebody is urging somebody to move because they have a better idea of something to put in there. So there's a lot of interest in the development around the area.
I take it Sammy's is about to give you a medal. That's not bad to have Sammy's Pizza right there below your apartment complex. The Bohemian Park Apartments, located on Holmgren and Morris. That's going to be within walking distance of the mall, Capital Credit Union Park, Lambeau Field. What's the interest so far in that, or do you have any feel for future tenants?
I think a lot of it is for existing village residents who are looking to be in the heart of the village, maybe downsizing out of their home, or maybe they're not downsizing that much because the units are kind of big, but don't want the maintenance outside and maybe the flexibility to go somewhere warm for the summer. But we certainly have a lot of employees, you know. In Ashwaubenon, our nighttime population is about 17,000, but by day we grow to about 35,000 people. So there's a lot of people coming into our community on a daily basis that have an opportunity now to cut their commute a little bit.
Now, have people either been able to go into these apartments or look at some photographs, you know, mock-ups? What are they telling you?
Well, MANSEAU Flats is now open, and people can tour that and rent. The Element, they will have websites available hopefully in the next few weeks, but they have been able to reach out and people and kind of give them some general information on pricing and, you know, pets are allowed and some of the amenities that are in the area, you know, in terms of their kind of a party community space, and they have a dog washing station and the underground parking and in-unit washer and dryer, some of the amenities that people are looking for. They can kind of walk through some of those at this point and hopefully very soon be able to at least walk in and see some views.
All right, we shall continue our conversation with Ashwaubenon Village President Mary Kardoskee and Village Manager Allison Swanson when we come back. So please stay with us.